2000 through 2006 Acura Mdx blower motor and blower motor resistor replacement. I'm Brian Esser from How to Automotive. I'm going to walk you through the steps of replacing those parts. Here are the part numbers that I use for replacing the blower motor and blower motor resistor. I will link both of these up in the description of the video along with all the tools that I use. So if you look just below the glove box, underneath is the blower motor, and right behind that is the blower motor resistor. So we're going to get started by removing this kick panel here on the side here. So there's supposed to be a little screw right here in the back. You would remove it. This one's missing. Next, you can pop this little cover here on the door spill up. Just use your fingers and pull it up. Then you'll have to pull the rubber molding here to get the cover off. It has a hook behind it. So you'll pull the rubber molding out like this, and then you can pop the cover off. So you're going to need an 8mm socket and a little extension. I'm using my Milwaukee 1/4" ratchet here. You can use a regular ratchet. It works just as well. So there's going to be 3 screws that we need to remove here. And then one back in the back here. And then one over here just behind this wiring harness here. You might push it out of your way. And remove those 3 screws. And I'm going to use my little ratchet here. It has a variable trigger that allows me to slowly remove the bolts without ripping the plastic threads. For years I used to use just regular hand tools to do this, but ever since I picked up this Milwaukee ratchet, it's made life so much easier. So once we get the last bolt removed, then you'll just pull the fan blower motor downwards and out, and then we'll disconnect the electrical connector. Now we're ready to remove the blower motor resistor. So there's going to be a screw here, and then there's going to be one more screw back here in the back. And I like to use the new parts as reference if you can't see it, if you're having a hard time seeing it. So you'll take the new part here and you'll look and you'll see where the 2 screws were mounted. So the first thing we're going to do before we remove the screws is disconnect the electrical connector. So you'll squeeze the tab and pull the electrical connector off. Now you can see and get to the bolts, the little screws, a little easier. So go ahead and remove those. Once you get those screws removed, there's going to be this wiring harness here that's kind of in your way. So you need to pop the little wire loom holder out right here. So you'll pop this out, and then you can push the wiring harness to the left or to the right, and then lower the blower motor resistor straight down and out like this. Now you can position the new blower motor resistor back into position and start the screws and re-secure those and plug it in. Then you can take the blower motor, push it up into the cavity here and line it up with the original bolt holes, and then start the 3 screws and start tightening those down. Go ahead, plug in the blower motor resistor and the fan, and now we can put the side cover back on. So you'll line up the these little tabs here. They're going to push into right here. This one popped off, so I'm going to reinstall it back onto my new cover here. So you pop it back off, and it's going to go in this little hole here in the bottom, and then so you're just going to line it up and you push it on until it clips into place. And then we'll put the rubber molding back on. So you'll line the rubber molding back up like that and just push it back on. And then after that, we'll take the door spill here, the plastic cover here, and then we'll line it up, and then you'll just tap it down into place. And then you'll reinstall the little screw here in the back. After that, you're going to turn the ignition switch on. Then you're going to cycle the fan through all the speeds and make sure everything works. And that'll complete the job of replacing the blower motor and blower motor resistor on an Acura Mdx. I will link up all the parts and tools in the description of the video. I'm Brian Esser from How to Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos, encourage you to subscribe, invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this, and I'd like to thank you again for watching.